What is up, everybody? It's Tigers. Today, we're going to be talking about TRISTYN Lee, okay? Now, I've seen plenty of videos talking to him. I've seen plenty of videos talking about people talking about him, negative and positively, but I don't talk negatively about anybody. I grew up watching TRISTYN Lee pretty much since he started his social media. I found him on YouTube. Probably was like 15, I don't know. And we're like the same age, kind of. I think he's about a year older than me. So I'm 22, he's 23 right now. But TRISTYN has been an inspiration for me since I started watching him. I don't think I've ever seen a girl actually talk about him. But I watch everybody. I watch all the guys, I watch all the girls. So yeah, I know about everybody in the fitness industry, just like a normal dude, or not a normal dude, but no fitness dude, but I'm a girl who actually loves all that stuff too. But anyways, this TRISTYN, he is so strong. Like, and I've seen in Snapchat where somebody asked him like how strong is he or whatever. And to the average person, he's way above average. But towards his maybe bodybuilding or powerlifter friends, he's not that strong, but I think he's very strong. I mean, if you're sitting there pressing like 135 freaking dumbbells on a freaking incline bench, I think you're pretty strong. You know, for his weight of like around 150 or whatever. But I love how he has kept on his journey and made this into a career. Not saying that you have to, if you do social media, this has to be your career. But I love seeing when people are able to turn this, thing into a career and have sponsorships or work with different brands. We've seen him work with many different brands, in the past, and now working with Noco and, having his own shirts. I owned a Clad Crew shirt. Yeah, I had a Clad Crew shirt. That's how much of a fan I was of him, because it was somebody my age. And then him playing soccer, loving soccer, and getting into fitness to help him with soccer. It was similar with me as well, as being a basketball player and my dad getting me into the gym to help me with basketball. And so, yeah, those are just, some similarities. And I know you as well may have had similarities towards him with being an athlete and doing weightlifting and bodybuilding, getting into bodybuilding and all those types of things. And so I just love his resilience to keep going with the stuff, even though he may get a lot of negative attention. At the end of the day, it's not about what people are saying. It's really not. Like, people are just literally behind the screen, and it's really just about not taking anything personal at all. People are going to talk, like people say. They're going to talk about you regardless if you're on social media, if you're not on social media. So you might as well still post and help the people who are going to find you through social media, and just block out all the noise from all the haters or whatever. So, yeah, I think he's great. Very positive. And I know he edits all of his videos because he said it. He said it before. I'm into editing as well. I edit my own videos as well. And yeah, I think it's really cool, his discipline of getting up at 3 a.m. And when you guys hear people getting up at 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m., it's not because they're going to bed at 10 p.m. and getting less sleep than everybody. We're going to bed later. I get up at 4:09 a.m. every day, and I had to start doing that because I would work at 6 a.m. And so 4:09 was the perfect time. I go to bed between 8 and 8:30 p.m. And it's just something I had to do. I'm not saying that I'm like superhuman because I get up at 4 a.m., but I get the same amount of hours of sleep as you're supposed to. I just go to bed earlier and I get up at that time because I have to work. So yeah. So really, TRISTYN Lee is very strong. We've seen his progression, even with his informational videos back then, talking about keto and ketogenesis and ketosis, all that stuff, because he was, doing a keto lifestyle for all of that time up until like a year ago or whatever, and actually, you know, having those carbs and doing kind of like a lean bulk or whatever, and then kind of cutting back and getting lean, and then adding those, you know, some pounds of muscle with Jared Feather and, you know, RP Strength and RP Renaissance and Mike Rosatell and people like that. So it's great, you know. Also with him, with his brothers, I can relate to that because I work with my sister and I work with my family, and having a supportive family just like he does. So it's nice to see his brothers working with him as well, working with their business, because it reminds me of my sister and my family and the businesses that we run as well. And so, yeah, I mean, I just want to be on here and talk positive about people. I don't want to say anything negative because it doesn't do any good for anybody at the end of the day. It really doesn't. Any opinions or anything, I'll just keep that to myself and only spread the positive. And know that with anybody on social media, even with me, you can learn the positive. You can learn what not to do. But I'm not going to be on here spreading hate or anything or saying something negative, because that's just not my place, and that's not something that God would want me to do. Right? We want to lift people up. We want to lift each other up. You know, you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, you got, this, Tristan has been, like, jacked his whole life, bro. Like, literally, look at, like, we're scrolling through his page, and even seeing people like Hussein Farhat. I mean, his transformation is incredible, and Julian Fitzgerald is incredible as well. And so, yeah, I mean, it's really cool. You can learn a lot from these people, even if you're not into bodybuilding or anything physique or whatever. You can still learn from all these people. So yeah, this is really cool. Like, just awesome. His football skills are crazy, like crazy, man. Like, it's so cool. It reminded me of when I was a kid back then. I remember a couple times getting up early for school and going in the garage and practicing my dribbling and my handles. Like, I remember that. Like, that's crazy. I remember all of that stuff. But just crazy. He's just insane. Like, even though you may be small, that doesn't take away that you can be strong or you can have a lot of muscle or whatever. He still has a lot of muscle, even though he's shorter and, you know, smaller. He may not be 200 pounds. It doesn't matter. You work with what God has blessed you with. He still got great genetics, phenomenal genetics. And it's just awesome to see him still working towards his goal, towards, you know, just progression. And like people say, like, what if we look at him like 10 years from now? I mean, he's gonna be just more insane. He's just gonna build off of being more insane. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. But literally all this bodybuilding stuff, man, it's like pure art. Just art. Especially doing it like healthy. And doing it healthy. And also I remember like she was like, how do you stay lean like all year round for like 10 years? And I remember a video, this was way before he started introducing carbs, but he would like have all these energy drinks, walk 10,000 plus, you know, steps a day, all this stuff to maintain a lean physique and whatever. And then on top of that, having no carbs, man, I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I guess I could. Because if you saw my diet, you'd be like, man, you only use like 200 grams of carbs. Like, what the heck? But I thought that was a lot, man. But it's not, I guess. But yeah, this guy's crazy. He's a really, really cool guy. So yeah, check him out. I hope you guys can learn. Hope you can kind of learn some cool stuff from him, cool techniques. And I learned a lot from him, especially his his first videos, kind of when he was a kid, talking about, you know, like I said, keto and how to work out, how to train, whatever. All that stuff. I used all that stuff. Seen him with Larry Wheels back then and in Brad's gym and whatever. So I followed all that. But just to say, I just want to spread some positivity in the gym, fitness content creation, all that stuff, and not say anything negative, but hopefully kind of just be positive in the space and lift people up that I look up to. And so yeah, this is great. Just great. Strong, he's super strong, super lean. Seems like a nice guy. And yeah, all this cool stuff. So let me know who you may want me to talk about. Sorry, it's my dog. In the future, I think I want to talk about Hussein. I want to talk about Greg. I want to talk about Julian. I want to talk about the vault guy, black dude, big, huge black dude with Larry Wheels, who is insane physique. I want to talk about him too because I think he's great too. So yeah, even look at this freaking 2017 to 2020. That's an insane difference, man. That's an insane difference. That's what I watched back then. But anyways, let me know how you enjoy this video. I want to make more about this, get into my passion back again with bodybuilding and bodybuilding content, physique, all that stuff. All that cool stuff, right? Discipline, lifestyle, just looking insane, right? So I think it's really cool. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. Meet me back on another video. Like, comment, share with your friends and family, and let's spread some positivity to the fitness, bodybuilding community, all that stuff, because they need it right now. All right, peace.